first we click launch, and it's launching a simulation of Excel. So it's not actually Excel. You just have to keep that in mind while you're working through it. So all of the simulation is on the top half, and then the instructions and all of the tools that we can use are on the bottom half. It's possible this might be over on the right, just depending on what your display settings are. In the question, there are multiple parts. So you can see this is my first question. Now, actually, let me show you. There's 22 questions. Look here. And if I want to see all of the questions, I can click there and I can see them all. And within each question, there are multiple parts. So whatever part I'm working on is in bold. Now, I'll do this part so you can see it moves to the next one. And also, you have to spell everything right and use capitals where they say capitals, or you're not going to get it right. So I did that. Now I've moved on to the next one, and you can kind of scroll. This area is a little bit small. If you're having a little trouble, you can increase the font or decrease the font here. It's up to you. After you're done with this question, it automatically moves on to the next question. Now let me just go over some of these items over here. First is the learning aids. The learning aid that you should be using is Practice. Don't worry about these two. You could try them if you like, but Practice is the best one. And what Practice does is shows you
With cell
exactly
A9 selected,
what to do.
type soundtrack CD and then press enter. The remaining data auto-completes.
Okay, so this is the practice hint. I'll now come in here, soundtrack CD, press enter, and the remaining data auto-completes. After the practice is complete, I have to do it again. So as long as you use this practice, you can get yourself through the entire training. All right. And it'll show you how to do it, then you can do it. You do not lose any points using the practice. The keyboard is if you have a Mac and the instructions having you want to click the control. Let me actually move on to the next question. You'll see something like this, control plus enter. If they want you to use the keyboard, and you don't have the control key on your keypad, you can come to the keyboard, you can do control, enter, and that's the combination that they're looking for, and then you would just click go. Right, so that's the keyboard. If you're working on a question and you think you're doing it right, but it's not working, it could be because some prior step that you did is essentially making it so that you're wrong, and it doesn't know quite where you're starting with the correct steps. So you can always click reset a question. It'll start everything over from scratch. If you are in the second though or third kind of step within the question, it's going to start you back at the top. Right? You can save your work. You can save it for later. You can submit it when you're done. That's it.